Today, on our little series in What Does Your Doctor Look Like Naked, we are going to briefly, and I mean briefly, because I think I could spend a whole bunch of time on this. As a matter of fact, now that I think about it, I think I will spend a lot of time on this in the future, talking about the importance of understanding nutrient depletion with drug therapy. Now, what I mean by that is when you take prescription or over-the-counter drugs, there is a very, very high likelihood that you're depleting another nutrient, such as a vitamin or a mineral in particular. That is not something your doctor probably talks to you about. Your healthcare provider, obviously, and at least should be, every time he or she prescribes you a medication, such as a blood pressure medication or an antibiotic, should tell you the risks, the benefits, side effects, long-term effects, short-term effects, etc. But nutrient depletion is probably not one that's covered too often. And not to any fault of your doctor. It's not taught to us. I remember medical school a long time ago, never hearing about that. And I can tell you today, I'm a regional dean for a medical school out of the Northwest. These students aren't taught this stuff either until they come through my program. Same thing with internal medicine residents. I work with an internal medicine residency in my area. These residents, doctors, are not taught about drug nutrient depletions until I get a hold of them. So let me just give you a brief list because I want you to look at your drugs. If you're on any of these, do an internet search and see which nutrients are being depleted. It's interesting, and forgive me, I cannot think of who said it, but the basic tenet was that disease is nothing more than deficiency. And what that great person, whoever said that, again, I'm sorry, I can't think of who it was, what they meant was that deficiency in nutrients, deficiency in exercise, deficiency in happiness is what causes disease. So if we're taking drugs to combat disease, yet we're causing deficiency, you get my point. But anyway, just a short list of drugs you need to be aware of. Antibiotics, antacid drugs, anti-inflammatory drugs, your cardiovascular drugs, in particular your statin drugs, your anticonvulsants, which are sometimes used as mood stabilizers, your antidepressants, to name but a few, hormone replacement therapy, particular estrogen replacement therapy in women. All these drugs deplete nutrients. So you better be aware of that if you're taking any of those, because part of the overall health and the whole philosophy behind What Does Your Doctor Look Like Naked is optimal health. And optimal health means no deficiencies. Adequate, if not optimal, vitamins and minerals is part of that. You function better, you feel better, your body works better. So until next time.